Hi, welcome to School Biz, a show brought to you by Channel 6 about exciting things that are happening in our schools. Today I brought a friend to help me introduce this episode of School Biz. Hi, I'm Sully's friend. As you can see, I'm not too good at this, so let's go to Michigami and find out about a show called the Vandy Puppets.
Is it about puppets?
How'd you do that?
Well, it's easy. But the question is it about puppets?
Well, let's find out.
Okay.
This year we have Cinderella. Last year we had Rumpelstiltskin.
Oh, Miss Shelley.
Yes? What's your name anyway, Sixth?
No, it's Mr. Cat. But you can call me Mr. Cat.
Okay, but if your name is Mr. Cat, why do you have that 6 on your shirt?
Because I represent Channel 6.
Oh.
And somebody stuck it on me right before it started.
Oh, I see. Okay, was that the station manager?
You get him in trouble.
Okay, okay. We won't toss any names around.
Nope.
Okay, so what would you like to know, Mr. Cat?
Hey, you tossed my name.
Mr. Cat, Mr. Cat, Mr. Cat.
I would like to know, who makes these puppets?
Well, they're not really puppets. They're called marionettes.
Puppets.
Okay, marionettes. What they are, they're puppets on strings. No, you...
I don't have any strings.
No, you don't have any strings. You're controlled by a hand.
Shh. Well, you're giving a lot of things away here on the show.
Marionettes are controlled by strings. They have a little X like this, and the strings come down, and then they control them. Why don't we ask the Vandys about it?
Hey, that's a good idea.
I come up with them sometimes, yeah.
And the puppets, do you make the puppets or do you buy them?
Well, we have to make them, and they're made of wood. It's an old country tradition, and I've been carving them for quite a few years now.
And you do all the voices for the puppets?
Well, we have help with some of the voices as some of the painting. We're only home about 3 months out of the year, so we have to hurry and do things while we can while we're there because we're traveling so much. But we do most everything else.
Hey, that was pretty neat.
Yeah, it was kind of neat, wasn't it?
Yeah. How long have they been doing marionetting?
Marionetting. And they've been doing it at Michigami for about 5 minutes.
I don't mean right then on the screen. I meant how long have they been experiencing this kind of phenomena?
You mean performing marionetting?
Yeah.
Well, let's ask them.
Okay.
How long have you been doing it and where are you from?
We started in the 70s. Yeah, we used to come to the Port Huron area for many, many years. I think we did all the schools, and then my husband had a few health problems, so we had to back off, and now the schools have been contacting us and wanting us to come back.
Boy, do they just perform at Michigami?
No, they travel from school to school across the state of Michigan and in Ohio, and I think sometimes in Indiana.
That's a lot of traveling. I wonder what the best thing is about doing the marionetting.
Well, let's ask them.
But we enjoy what we do. We love the children, and we love traveling, and like working with this old guy. So
It's nice when you can work with your husband. Wonderful.
Marionettes are getting to be a thing of the past. You don't see them very often anymore, and we like to keep going, and we hope to find somebody to continue the tradition.
Well, it's definitely a skill to be able to...
this is one of the problems. People want to use the hand puppets that requires some practice, but with the marionettes, you just don't get away from it. You must practice because each one, even after all these years, we still have to rehearse all summer long. So, but we enjoy it. We love it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Nice meeting you.
Hey, Mr. Cat.
Hey!
Would you like to actually see some marionettes in action?
Yes, I would.
Well, let's watch the play that they performed at Michigami.
Great.
I can't see.
Sorry.
to announce him. Send a fool on a fool's errand, they say. Won't your parents get you some pretty clothes to wear?
I haven't any parents. I was told once that I had a fairy godmother, but I've never seen her. And, well, I do get lonesome sometimes.
Lonesome, eh? I have got the very cure for that. Wait until you meet Larry.
Larry? Who's he?
Larry is my pet lizard. He frightens some people, but you'll love him. Oh, Larry! Here, is that any way to behave? Control yourself. I want you to meet a charming young lady. No, Larry. Walk over to meet her like a gentleman. That's right. Now make a nice bow.
How do you do? Oh, I don't see why anyone would be frightened by him. I like him.
Well, I guess he likes you too. Larry, would you like to do a trick for the young lady? All right. Come here and stand on your front legs.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
Yes, but I don't understand. He's usually crazy to do all his tricks. Can't get him to stop. But now, all he seems to want is to have you pet him.
Why, I like to pet him.
Well, come, Larry, we must go. Larry, we must leave now. Larry, what's the matter? You don't want to stay here with this nice young lady, do you? But maybe she wouldn't want you to stay with her and be her pet.
Oh, but I would. I'd love it. I've never had a pet, and I'd be ever so good to him.
Well, I guess that's settled then. Larry, you now have a new mistress.
Oh, my. But suppose my stepsisters didn't like him. Maybe you'd better hide, just at first, until I see how they feel about you. Now, let's see. Where can you hide? Oh, that's fine. They'll never look behind there. Cinderella! Yes, sisters?
What crazy thing are you doing now? Who, me? No, her. You at least look as though you had a little sense.
Who, me?
No, him. You're probably the greatest fool in the kingdom. Who, me? No, her. She is not. I am the greatest fool in the kingdom. What are you talking about? I am talking about what I came here for. Did you come here to make a fool of yourself? No, I came here to tell you about the ball at the palace. Then you are a fool. Everybody knows about the ball at the palace.
But, sister...
And you, get out of this house. Madam, I am here to tell you about the ball, and I'm going to tell you about the ball. Hear ye, hear ye. I am tonight the knight of the ball. Now the gracious sovereign Prince Charming does invite you, those who will attend, stick. What do you mean by letting people into the house?
But, sister, I tried to tell you...
You can't tell me anything. Sister, are you coming or shall I go without you?
What is all this noise out here?
Cinderella brought a fool into the house, but I kicked him out.
Who was he? He was the court fool from the palace, and the favorite clown of Prince Charming. And you kicked him out?
Yes, I kicked him out. Oh my goodness, I kicked him out. I kicked out the prince's favorite clown. Oh! It's your fault. It's all your fault.
But I tried to tell you.
I'll get even with you for this. I'll get even. So you want to go to the ball, do you? You want to see the prince, do you? Well, you won't. There. Sit there in the
them will vanish at 12 o'clock. So you must leave the ball before midnight. And now you must have a coach. This pumpkin will do nicely. Please sit here. But what shall we use for the ponies?
If you please, Mom, there was some little white mice here a while ago. Maybe I could get them. Maybe I could. Maybe.
Yes, do that, Larry. Is that pumpkin comfortable, my dear? Yes, ma'am. It's even kind of springy.
Singapore. Yeah. Ha. Don't you know what ha means? Barna. Whoa. There you are, ladies.
That's wonderful, Larry.
Oh, 'twas nothing. They look pretty lively, though. Don't know if you'll be able to handle them without a coachman. Now, if you should need a coachman,
Yes, we probably should have a coachman. I wonder where we might find one.
well, it'd probably be pretty hard to get anybody at this time of night, and, oh, shucks, you know what I mean.
Larry, do you want to go too? All right, Larry. You may be the coachman. Get into place.
Oh, me, oh, my, ain't this wonderful?
Now, Cinderella, what are you to remember? Don't tell anyone who I am. Yes. And leave the ball before 12 o'clock. That's right. Now, hold on tight, everybody, while I say the magic words. Lickety, blackety, snickety, snackety, carol for and plandon. Remember, 12 o'clock.
Ain't this wonderful?
Come along, Snowflake, we're late already. Look, do you suppose that's the prince?
How do I know? I've never seen him.
Well, maybe it is. Let's not take any chances. Greetings and debilitations, Your Majesty.
I fear you are making a mistake. If you give me your name, I shall go and announce you.
Oh, never mind telling the others we're here, Your Regality. We just want to be with you.
Ladies, I am not the prince.
You're
You're
not
not
the
the
prince?
No, I am not the prince.
Then who are you?
I am the court clown.
The clown?
Yes,
Do something funny.
I won't do something funny.
Then you're not the court clown.
I am too the court clown.
Then do something funny.
I don't have to do something funny.
Then
What do you have to do?
I have to... I have to remind all the guests about the law.
The law?
The law.
What is the law?
law?
The law demands that every man, regardless of his station, and every lady too, regardless of her situation, must regulate their conduct by this solemn list of hints, and never, never, never
What?
say no unto the prince. The penalty is definite. It even makes me wince. The penalty is death for saying no unto the prince. And another thing, you mustn't tell the prince about the law.
You mean he doesn't know about it?
Certainly not. If he knew, it would spoil everything. And remember, when you see the prince, bow low. Here comes the prince. The prince! Are you enjoying yourselves at the ball? Yes, Your Majesty. Do you think it's going to rain?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Can't anyone say anything but yes, Your Majesty?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Then say it.
Are you enjoying the ball, Your Majesty?
No. Can no one in this land say no? I'd even like I told you so. You can't imagine how I long to be for once completely wrong. Why, he's a fool.
A royal fool, as any fool can see.
Dear Prince, I pray you dance this dance with me.
No, me.
No, me. Oh, my toe.
You clumsy ox, you stepped on his royal toe.
Well, you pushed me. What a terrible lie. Oh, I hope your royal munificence isn't suffering. Oh, no, it's nothing. It was all my fault. Forgive me.
Then shall we continue with the dance?
Oh, I'm afraid there is something else I must do. Oh, yes. See there. A coach is coming up the drive. Some late comer to the ball, no doubt, whom I must greet.
Oh, look, a gold carriage and a coachman.
Showing off, that's all it is, just showing off. Isn't it, Prince?
It's a lady. Just look at her dress.
She's beautiful. Well, come, sister. We're not wanted around here. I can take a hint. One moment, I pray you. From whence are you come? What? Are you unable to say where you're from? Well, after all, it's just as well for you to save your breath. You would be just another one to yes the prince to death.
No.
What? Did you say yes?
No, I said no.
You did say no?
Yes, I said no.
No?
Yes.
Yes?
No. No, Your Majesty.
Why, she said no to me. I must have her for my wife. But all she says is no. I have it. I'll ask the question backwards. My dear, will you refuse to be my wife?
No, Your Majesty.
Hooray, she's gone. She's run away. Alas, there goes my bride. But we're still here, wed one of us. But oh, she dropped her slipper. Her slipper? Yes, her slipper. Well, of course now, after all, you cannot wed a slipper. No, but it's so very small, it will fit no foot but hers. And so tomorrow, understand, I shall try it on the foot of every maiden in the land. I shall not rest until on every maiden's foot it's tried, and whosever foot the slipper fits, that one shall be my bride. Hurrah! Hurrah! Did you hear what he said? Whosever foot the slipper fits, that one the prince will wed. We have the very smallest feet in all the land, and since that makes his choice, it's plain that we'll be chosen by the prince. I danced with the prince as much as you did.
Oh, did you really dance with the prince?
Practically all evening. He hardly looked at anyone else. I'm sure he was just about to propose to one of us when that witch came along, and that fool of a prince fell head over heels in love with her.
He did? He found one of her slippers and says he'll marry whoever it fits. And since our feet are so small, it's bound to fit one of us. But that wouldn't be fair. It would be wrong of you to marry the prince like that if you weren't the one who wore the slipper.
Listen to old Cinders. A lot you know. But the prince will marry one of us, and we'll never sit in the cinders. Greetings to the maidens of this house. Ladies, I have an important announcement to make. Last night was the night of the ball.
Yes, we know all about it. I'll be glad to listen to you.
Well then, I'll tell you something they don't know. The prince is outside now. We've been to every house in the kingdom except this one, and still we haven't found the owner of the glass slipper. So the prince is sure she must be here. If the slipper fits you, that'll be just fine. But if you move into the palace, I'll resign. Did you hear that? The prince is outside.
And he has been everywhere and hasn't found the slipper's owner yet. That only leaves me
And me.
and Cinderella. And if the slipper should fit me, oh my goodness, you get right out of this house.
No, the prince will see her go and stop her.
But where can we hide her?
Behind the fire screen.
But I don't want to hide. You hide or we'll pinch you. Oh,
Promise you won't stick your head out, or we'll pinch you black and blue.
I promise I shan't stick my head out.
Come in. Sweetheart, I've looked everywhere for you. Oh, it's you. And I thought there was another damsel living here. There isn't another living soul here. Try the slipper on and see. If it fits, you'll marry me.
Oh,
What's the matter? Doesn't it fit, I hope?
oh, my feet, they're swollen. I danced too much last night, and my feet are swollen, and I can't get in the slipper.
Now I'll put on the slipper, and I'll marry the prince. It serves you right.
Serves me right, eh? Well, here's something for your tiny little foot.
I'm killed, I'm stabbed, I'm wounded. Oh, she stepped on my foot. Shall I try the slipper on you now? Small, but that would do. Look at my foot. It's swelling, it's swelling, it's swelling. Why, who is this? That's just a puppet. Goodbye. So long. Get out. I'm very fond of puppets. I shall try the slipper on. My dear, I have loved you ever since you first said no to me. Did she say no to you?
Yes.
The law says you mustn't. The penalty is death for saying no to the prince. What? Oh, but I've never even heard of the silly law.
I wish my fairy godmother were here. And here I am, my dear. You must marry the prince at once.
What? Why, you dragonfly, you scorpion, we'll tear your wings off. Get back, all you varmints, before I take your ears off. Gee, haw, giddy-at, whoa. No, stay there in the cinders where you belong. There you are, Mum. Any time you want some
be a coachman.
Oh, doggone! I am a coachman. Look at that. Everyone, even slimy little animals, get favors from her. Maybe we can too. Let's ask for something small first, and later we can ask for the whole kingdom. Dear Fairy, and now that our dear sister Cinderella will be leaving us, couldn't you fix it so we could always keep the logs in the fireplace?
Yes, I can. What is needed is fire dogs. Are you sure you'll be pleased, though?
Oh, yes, yes. May we sit in the cinders if we're not.
Then I'll say the magic word. Lickety, blackety, snickety, snackety, parafor, and flandon. Why, they've changed into fire dogs.
And now they'll always keep the logs in place, so you can ride away and marry me. With me driving, ain't it wonderful?
Well, Mr. Cat, I'd like to thank you for coming here today and helping me introduce the program.
Oh, I would like to thank you for welcoming me.
Why, you're welcome. Maybe you
you.
can come again
Oh, I'd like that.
and help us introduce School Biz.
That would be great.
I think the kids out there really like you.
Thanks.
You'll probably get lots of fan mail.
I would like to read fan mail.
Do you know how to read?
No,
Oh,
that's for another program, though.
I guess so. Until next time, have a great evening.
Bye.
Bye.